Today we're diving into the world of photographic portraits and why relying solely on Instablur for our backgrounds, I have to get some new teeth, is a big no-no. Buckle up folks, because we're about to hit the turbo button on this discussion, and you can discuss it too down in that comment section. Don't be shy. Look, Instagram has undoubtedly become the mecca for aesthetically pleasing portraits, hasn't it? We've all seen those pictures where the subject is tack sharp while the background magically melts away into an artsy blur. It's trendy, it's eye-catching, and it's seemingly easy to achieve with just a few taps on your smartphone screen into portrait mode. But here's the thing, my photography pals, relying solely on this technique can be a creative trap, limiting artistic growth and potential. First things first, let's talk about depth of field, shall we? When you snap a portrait, you want your subject to pop, am I right? And by blurring the background, the viewer's attention is drawn to the main subject, creating a pleasing separation between the subject and the surroundings. Absolutely true. However, simply relying on what I like to call Instablur can result in a stale, overused visual formula, reducing the originality and impact of your images. Whether it's a wide aperture or a long lens has the same effect. Because variety is the spice of life, my friends. Exploring other techniques and considering the composition as a whole, you can start enhancing your storytelling. You can elevate your portraits to a whole new level. Instead of always resorting to blurring the background, take a step back and think about how you can incorporate the environment or context into your image. How can you portray that person as a whole? Because remember, photography is all about capturing moments and telling stories. When you only focus on blurring the background, you risk neglecting the potential narratives that lie within your surroundings. Seize that opportunity to weave a visual tale within the environment itself and create a harmonious interaction between your subject and what's happening around them. Make their environment part of the picture, part of them. But let's not stop at composition, folks. Let's talk about technical prowess. Blurring backgrounds in post-processing can lead to a loss of image quality, especially if you're shooting with a smartphone or a budget camera. Let me clarify. I'm not saying here that you should abandon post-processing, not entirely, but you should encourage the mastering of the craft from the get-go. You should understand about apertures, about ISOs, about shutter speeds, and then you can achieve stunning bokeh in the camera while having full control of other critical aspects of the image. This not only saves you time in post-production, but also maintains the integrity of your photographs. So step out of Instablur comfort zone for a moment and embrace the challenge of creating captivating images right from the start. Now, let's talk about professionalism for a second, shall we? Because in a world flooded with Instablur portraits, how are you going to stand out from the crowd? We all know that a simple blur won't make somebody a master photographer. So take your skill to the next level. Experiment with different lenses, angles, lighting techniques, push the boundaries, and unleash your creativity. It's the only way. By broadening your photographic horizons, you'll develop a unique style, and it'll truly reflect your artistic vision. Think of it as unlocking your full potential and becoming a master of your craft. Remember, photography is an art, and art is about self-expression and innovation. So ditch the easy route, embark on an exciting journey of self-discovery instead. So there you have it, folks. That's why as photographers we shouldn't solely rely on blurring backgrounds. Instablur may be tempting, but it'll hinder your creativity. It'll limit your storytelling, and it'll dilute your technical prowess. Go on, break free from the shackles of familiarity and embark on an adventure.